This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe. And well, Britney Spears gets slapped. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so Britney Spears reportedly slapped by NBA player Victor Wembanyama's security guard. I guess he had security guards let's see. Okay, so they were at the Catch Register at an area hotel in Las Vegas, right? Britney was there. She was eating with her husband. She approached Wembanyama for a photo, tapped him on the shoulder. After touching him, a director of the team of security for San Antonio Spurs backhanded her, and she fell to the ground. She held her face and went back to her table. Britney's security and their security talked. And they were like, oh, you know how it is, man. You know, NBA starts. Bro, like, they're into basketball. They notice who he is. He's not the superstar yet, like, as far as everybody knowing him. He's just like, you know, in the NBA community. So, there's no excuse for this. She's going to be able to get a lot of money from the San Antonio Spurs. Their security team, if it's their security team, she's going to be able to sue the team, and she should, because you shouldn't get backhanded. They should have just took her and pulled her aside and be like, hey, you can't, not knowing who she was. It doesn't matter. You know, anybody should have been treated with that amount of respect. You know, that's crazy, bro. Slapping Britney Spears to the ground. So Berner was forced to respond over getting sued by CEO of Seed Junkie Jay Beasy over a cannabis deal. Let's see, pull this up on Berner's page because he responds.
What up, guys? I hate to even have to do this. I've been very quiet about the situation. Dude's been crying like a little bitch on Instagram for a long time, throwing subliminals. And it's sad what's happening in the cannabis industry right now. Everyone wants to team up with big money guys and sue people. Look, Jay Beasy, when we met, we brought a lot of value to each other, all right? Whether it be some of the genetics we brought to the table for you to create some staple strains, whether it be us bringing our platform, or whether it be you bringing your genetics, right? But let's just get this right. We were partners in the mince brands. I introduced you to my audience, which is a pretty fucking big audience. We killed it together. We were aligned, right? We killed it together. We were aligned. You chose to go do your own thing. You wanted to build the Seed Junkie brand. Now, what makes me more upset about any of this than anything is when we first partnered, you told me the Seed Junkie brand was off the table, that you didn't want to fucking touch that because of whatever reasons. We won't get into that, right? You went off to go do Seed Junkie, right, with somebody else, and you failed. You failed, dog. You failed. Seed Junkie did not pop. From there, you sold clones and upset a bunch of people in the industry by giving them hot latent, and that was a very big deal online. We still stood behind you. We still had your back. You then partnered with ex-police officers. You panicked when the internet reacted to that. You called me. You tried to offer me equity. You tried to do anything to get our support. Naturally, I just couldn't really stand behind that. I was very quiet in that. And that didn't do so well for you, right? And now, one of your biggest investors, billionaire, largest shareholder in MedMen, fires you up and gets you to file a lawsuit on us. Well, first of all, the lawsuit's completely false. It's not. There's no validity to any of that. We have receipts for everything we've ever done with you. And I just hate that it got to this point, because I respect you as a man. I respect you as a hardworking breeder that brought a lot of good things to the game. I met your father. I spent time with your father, brother. Like, this is some chicken crybaby pussy ass shit. And I just had to share my side of the story. In partnerships and in business, things can go left all the time. But in the cannabis industry, we have to stop this whole I'ma sue you shit, because at the end of the day, the only one that makes money is the lawyers. And I think it's just very cowardly. There was plenty of ways we could have worked this out. You know how we could have worked this out. but you chose not to go that route. So the same platform that I introduced to you, the same platform that stood in lines to buy your gear, that represents me and what I built as a person, as a company, now has to know what kind of bullshit you're on. So,
all right, so that's that. That was too long. I'm sorry. Christian Rock is public enemy number one. Yes, it's true. Christian Rock is wanted. Now, Oklahoma wants her to report to jail immediately. She has some charges stemming from, I think it's assault and battery, right? Now, let's see. She's 23 years old, pregnant, and wanted. Let's see. Distribution of possession, failure to display tax stamp on CDS. I don't know what this is. But hey, they put her on the most wanted list. That's crazy. Can you imagine have all these charges? Term 4 years. 4 years for each thing? Can you imagine her having her baby in jail? Nah. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.